guys, today I'm gonna talk about a random thought or opinion that came to my mind, which is straight out of my diary. So yeah, it's quite a daunting thing for me because if you've seen most of my videos on YouTube, they are poetries, and poetries are still a concealing way of expression because the poetry is tilted and twisted. And this, what I'm doing today, on the other hand, is a direct way of talking about what you feel, because thoughts, when they are in your head, it is very easy to think, but when it comes to expressing it out, you start questioning yourself, and you feel unsure about it. So yeah, it's quite a an out of comfort zone thing for me, but I thought let's do it. So yeah, today I'm going to talk about closure and how I think closures are delusional. First of all, what is closure? Closure is putting an end to things, putting an end to friendships, to relations, and accepting the end. So a few questions came to my mind a few days ago, that are closures for real? Does something like closure ever actually take place in emotions, in friendships, and do things really ever permanently end? Well, in my mind, the answers were quite reluctant and rude. They were like, no, closure jaisa kuch hota hi nahi hai. And I thought, like, those who even use these words are cowards, and they run away from their feelings, from their emotions, and from friendships, from relations. That's what I thought, and it was a random thought, so please don't be offended, any of you. So yeah, I do understand that sometimes relations and some people, some friendships may seem like they are toxic for our mental health. But also at the same time, what I've learned is that putting an end to it, putting a closure to the friendship, never actually is a permanent solution of the problem. It is only a temporary satisfaction for us. We feel that if we put a closure to it, we might not have to deal with it anymore. And but actually, what happens is that thing goes back to the corner of your mind, and it stays there, and it unconsciously disturbs you until and unless you face it. So friendships and relations and our emotions, a lot of our emotions in that case, are like that. We ignore them, we put a closure to them, we say that we end them, but they don't really end. It's just a delusion we set up on ourselves. So I think what's a more mature way of dealing with them is to face them strongly, to find out what's the problem in it, and to rather regulate our own emotions and our way of thinking about it. I think that's how things can be managed more efficiently and in a more realistic manner. If we put a closure to them, we just push them away from us for some time, but it's never a permanent solution. This makes more and more sense as we grow older. In psychology, there is a thing that for toddlers who are 18 months and below, for them what is out of sight is out of mind. But since we are not toddlers and we're growing up, of course, what is out of sight is not out of our mind. Even if we put end to things in front of us, even if we say that we are accepting end to things, we never actually do accept it. We have it in the back of mind disturbing us. So what's a better option is to face things, to face relations, to face the friendships which are difficult to deal with. So I think that's what a realistic way of dealing with difficult things is. I think closure is a delusional option that we most of the time choose because it's easy. Of course, we consciously and unconsciously choose an easy path always. But actually, the right thing, I think, is to face it, to face the friendship, and to find out what's right and what's wrong, and to face how we feel about it, to regulate our emotions. Again, I'm saying that because it's an important point, that if we change how we think about that particular thing, that particular relation, and how we feel about it, then it would make us even stronger, and we could handle much more tougher situations that will further come in our life related to that. So that's all I was here talking about, that closure is a delusion. Let's be realistic and let's face things.